The death of Aunt Anne was a blow that hit the Forsyte family uncommonly hard. It was not so much that she had died suddenly without warning, although they did feel it was unreasonable of her to go without a word, unlike Anne somehow to do that, but that she had gone at all. If one Forsyte could let go her grasp of life, why then any of them might do the same. It was unnerving. Uncle Swithin, I'm told, was so upset by the funeral that all he could take for dinner was a partridge and an imperial pint of champagne. But on Forsyte Change, the living, as subjects for gossip, take precedence over the dead. My presence at the funeral caused a considerable sensation. My father had deliberately stated in public that affection is more important than conventional morality and respectability. Absorbing, too, although I hadn't yet heard the full story, were the increasing rumors about Soames's wife, Irene, and the young architect, Philip Orsini. Swithin's description of the famous drive to Robin Hill began it all. But since then, those two had been seen together alone in the most unlikely places.
Joe. Joe, you really think we should go?
Yes, I do. After all, you and my father pushed me into the first step, so for you to visit him at Stanhope Gate is, well, is simply the logical development.
Oh, but June. What if June's there?
Her attitude is quite honestly unimportant.
Oh, yes, I suppose so. Now that she's getting married, she's going to leave your father anyway. But, Joe, you understand how she must feel towards me. After all, I took you away from her mother.
Yes, so you did. You deprived a Forsyte of her property, and that's unforgivable.
You see, she must hate me.
Oh, my darling, I was only joking.
Oh, yes, I know you were, but... Oh, I worry.
Then you mustn't. It was all a long time ago. June's grown up now. She has her own life to lead.
Yes, of course, and she did like me once.
Yes, so she did. If I remember, that's when I began to like you, too. Off you go. You're shopping. And I'll meet you at my father's at 4.
Oh, dear. Very well, then. Enjoy yourself. I see you later.
Yes.
Joe. That woman, so elegant. Do you think she's beautiful?
Yes. Yes, I do. There's something about her face that reminds me of you.
What nonsense, darling. We couldn't be more unlike.
No, the expression. How you used to look sometime. Before we became free.
She's waiting. For whom do you think? Her husband or her lover?
My God.
Joe, do you recognize her?
No, I know him. My father introduced us after the funeral. His name's Orsini.
But it can't be. Why, that's the man that John's going to marry.
Yes, my darling. It is.
But who is she?
I don't know. But look at them.
I am looking. They are in love.
I must go before he recognizes me.
No, wait. She must be married, or they wouldn't meet so secretly and for so short a time. Poor lovers.
Poor June.
Cream and sugar?
No sugar, please.
Thank you, June. Ben?
Thank you.
Try one of those macaroons, won't you? Cook's rather proud of them.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
For Grandpapa. No cream, but I expect you remember that.
Mm-hmm. Never spoil the flavor of a good tea. I agree with you, Father, just so long as it is a good tea.
Yes. Do you like it?
Oh, thank you. It has an excellent flavor.
So it should, too. I resigned from the firm years ago, but I still get my tea there. I'll send you round a case tomorrow.
You're very kind, but
Oh, Father, well, you see, Elaine swears by Bull Evans.
Bull Evans? They don't know tea from sawdust.
Grandpapa.
They don't care what's more. Oh, my dear, we can't have you drinking such rubbishy stuff. You've been painting, I hear.
Yes, as usual.
What sort of price would you get now for your things?
When I sell one, what it's worth, I suppose.
not nearly as much.
All artists are underpaid.
Yeah.
All of them. When I think of the way rich people, treat artists, well, it's disgraceful.
Oh, no, I don't know. There's a market value for art, same as any other commodity. Now, I'm as interested in art as the next man, but it is a luxury. Well, not a necessity like...
Like tea, for instance.
Touché.
Well, I still think it's disgraceful. An artist works and slaves to create something beautiful, and nobody cares whether he lives or dies.
Mr. Soames, Forsyte.
Oh, excuse me, sir. I expected you to be alone.
But as you see, I am not.
Perhaps I can call and see you another time.
If you wish. In the meantime, Elaine, my dear, this is Joe's cousin, Soames. My brother James's boy. My daughter-in-law.
How do you do?
Well, Cousin Soames, you don't change much with the years.
If you'll excuse me.
Nonsense, boy. Now you're here. Sit down. June, give your cousin a dish of tea.
Certainly. Cream and sugar.
Thank you, but I don't want any tea.
Well, then, what do you want?
Nothing. I'd better go.
No, you don't. You came here wanting something. It isn't business, or you'll deal with it through the office. It's hardly a social call, or you'd sit down and take your tea like a gentleman. So what is it? A family matter, eh?
No. Well, yes, I suppose, in a way.
Then speak up. This is my family. What concerns me concerns them.
What about the prospective member?
What? What do you mean?
I think he means Bossini.
Precisely.
Phil, is it something to do with the house?
Since you ask, yes.
What is it? What's happened?
Joe shouldn't we?
I think, Father...
No, I prefer you to stay, as Uncle Julian considers you're concerned. And you may be.
Well?
Our distinguished architect is getting himself into a mess. The construction of my house is finished. There now remains the decorations. The cost so far is much higher than I intended to pay, much higher than his estimates. He's totally disregarded all protests and suggestions for economy, and I just had to pay up. Now, as you know, it was agreed that he should do the decorations. So, I ventured to write to him, asking for a detailed estimate and urging the strictest economy. Perhaps you might be interested to hear the gist of his reply.
What's all this got to do with us?
Well, since he's supposed to be marrying June, I should have thought it might have been of some interest. He says, if I am to go on with the decoration, I should like you to understand that you must give me a free hand. You never come down without suggesting something that goes counter to my scheme, so please make up your mind whether you want me to decorate or to retire, which on the whole I'd prefer to do. But understand that if I decorate, I do so alone without interference of any sort.
Well, that seems clear enough.
Yes, I'm to give him a free hand to spend my money like water. No estimates, no controls.
He gives you an alternative, Soames. He offers to resign. Let him.
No, he mustn't. That would be wicked.
June.
It's his house.
I beg your
Phil's. Oh, I know it's your money, but that's all. The house is his because he created it, and it'll still be his when you're dead and gone. You don't own it, any more than you could own a Rembrandt, however much you paid for
Look
it.
at what you're talking about.
Well, for once, Soames, I'm inclined to agree with you. But Joe's right. If you don't trust a man, don't employ him.
It's not so simple. I'd have to start all over again with a new man. With new designs, more delay. A lot of extra expense anyway.
He appears to have you in a cleft stick.
No. I know my remedies. I'm a lawyer. Now, I came round here because I thought someone ought to warn Bassini, in his own interests, not to go too far. I thought a word from you would carry weight.
No. You can manage your own affairs. I'll have nothing to do with it.
You can leave me out of it.
And me, I'm afraid. He's unlikely to listen to anything I might say.
I should like to ask a question, if I may, because no one has mentioned it. Now this house is finished, the construction, of course, are you pleased with it? I mean, Do you approve of what the architect has done?
Yes, I suppose so.
And your wife, does she like it?
I believe so.
And forgive me, but you are not a poor man. This extra cost will not cripple you. No? Then I think you should be content. How seldom can one find the perfect thing? When you do, you should be content. Whatever you have to pay.
I'm obliged to you. I'm exceedingly obliged to you all. Good day.
Intolerable. Infernal young jackanapes coming in here upsetting everybody.
What did he mean, Gran, when he spoke of remedies? Can he do anything to Phil?
Of course not. Lawyer's claptrap. All the same, my dear, he's an ugly customer, especially where property is concerned. Perhaps you had better have a word with young Bossini. Tell him not to go too far. Tell him not to drive so.
Tell him. How can I? How can I tell him anything? I never see him. I haven't seen him for weeks.
Oh, John.
Yes, please, please. Please do.
June. June, dear.
Don't touch me.
But can't I help you? I'd so like to.
I don't need help. Not from anyone. And especially not from you.
Oh, my dear boy. I don't know what to make of him. Tell me he works hard, but I see no good coming of it. He's impractical, no method. Never comes here now. When he did, he never looked at June the way he ought to. He's not after her money. He'll be off tomorrow with his bargain if she gave a sign. And she won't. She'll stick to him, never let go. Well, I persuaded her to come away with me for a month. Switzerland. She used to like the mountains.
She's gone to her room.
Father, I regret to have to say this, but there's a rumor going around.
Ah, you've heard it too?
At the club?
Huh? You know it, Helene?
Oh, yes.
Ah, there's always gossip and scandal. I don't believe a word of it.
But it's true.
How do you know?
We saw them together.
Today, in the gardens, when I was painting.
So it is true?
I'm afraid it's the real thing, Father.
Real? What do you mean by
Not
that?
a summer flirtation.
They are in love. Seriously and deeply.
How can you tell?
By their attitude towards each other. By their faces. Hers especially. We think she must be married. But whoever she is...
What? You don't know? I haven't told you that, Joe, at the club.
No.
Well, I will. Her name is Irene Forsyte.
Oh, no.
Soames' his wife.
Oh, my God.
Yes, that's what they've been chattering about for weeks.
Oh.
Pretty, isn't it? Joe, I want you to go along and see this young Bossini.
Father, what can I do?
We must know what he intends. The thing can't just drift.
Surely I'm the last person.
You're the only one. I'd lose my temper, rap him over the knuckles. Wouldn't do.
I'm sorry, but can you honestly see me playing the heavy father? Asking a man his intentions? Bringing him up to the mark? It's a distasteful thing to have to do anyway, but for me, it's simply ludicrous. Bossini would just laugh in my face.
Joe, darling, it's a very small thing to be laughed at. June's your daughter, and she needs help.
She's fretting, there's no doubt about it. Fretting herself to a shadow.
Very well, I'll think about it. But if I do decide to go and see him, don't expect anything to come of it. From what I've heard today, this young Mr. Bossini is not the easiest man to deal with.
And therefore, as you request, I give you a free hand with the decorations. But I want it clearly understood that the total cost of the house, inclusive of your fee, must not exceed £12,000. This gives you an ample margin, and, as you know, is far more than I originally contemplated.
Dear Forsyte, if you think that in such a delicate matter as decoration I can bind myself to the exact pound, I'm afraid you're mistaken. I can see that you're tired of the arrangement and of me, and therefore I had better resign.
Dear Bosinney, in both our interests, it is undesirable that matters should be left at this stage. I did not mean to say that if you should exceed the sum named in my letter by 10 or 20 or even 50 pounds, there would be any difficulty between us. This being so, I should like you to reconsider your answer. You have a free hand in the terms of this correspondence.
Pompous ass.
You've read the letters. There's his latest one.
Dear Forsyte, very well, Philip Bosney.
Eh.
Well, there it is in writing. Can't go back in that, can he?
He'd better not. No, even he must realize I mean what I say.
Your mother and I would like to see the house. When do you think we can come?
Anytime you like. Or should we say Saturday fortnight? I shall be down in Southampton on Friday, but I could come up from there to meet you.
Then we drive down and take Irene. I dare say she'll have plenty to say about the decoration.
You can ask her, but I doubt if she'll go.
Won't go? Now, what's the meaning of that? She's going to live there, isn't she? Well, I don't know. They don't tell me. But I don't know what's come to women nowadays. I never used to have any trouble with them, but now, won't do this, won't do that. You mark my words, she's had too much liberty. She's spoiled.
I won't have anything said against her.
No? Well, there's too much talk altogether.
Talk? What about?
Now, what about? How should I know what about? Now, you take it my advice. Don't you listen to anything they say at Timothy's, or anywhere else for that matter.
I don't.
She's a good little thing at heart. Your mother's quite sure of that.
It's very kind of Mother.
And so am I. But she ought to settle down a bit, away from distractions. Yes, Robin Hill's the place. No, but I knew how it'd be. Unless a woman has children and responsibilities to...
Mr. Soames, Sir Herbert's here to see you.
I'll come.
Your mother-in-law couldn't come. She's got a sore toe.
I'm sorry.
You look peaky. The drive down will do you good. Soames is very fond of you. You won't have anything said against you. Why don't you show him more affection?
I can't show what I haven't got.
I don't know what you're about. He's a very good husband.
You're not married to him.
Hey, what's that? Hey? Gives you everything you want, takes you everywhere. Now he's built you this house in the country. It's not as if you had anything of your own.
No.
I'm sure we've all tried to be kind to you. And we're all fond of you, if you'd only behave. I mean, if you'd only be more of a wife to him. Well, now the house is finished, I suppose June and that young fellow will be getting married, eh?
I don't know. You should ask her.
I hear she's away in Switzerland with her grandfather. Does she write to you?
No.
Oh, but I thought you and she were such great friends.
Again, I suggest you ask her.
Well, it's very odd. I can't get a plain answer to a plain question. Well, there it is. Well, don't say I haven't warned you. Soames doesn't talk much, but he won't put up with a great deal more of this sort of thing.
What sort of thing?
Well, how should I know? Let me tell you, you have nobody but yourself to blame. What's more, you can get no sympathy from anyone.
Thank you. I'll bear that in mind. Whatever happens, I'm to get no sympathy. It's a long time since I expected any.
Well, how do you do, Mr. Forsyte? Come down to see for yourself, eh?
How are you? Soames here yet?
Not yet.
Will you excuse me, please?
Well, very impressive. You've been spending money pretty freely here, I should say. Now, here, what did that cost?
What would you think?
I've no idea. 200 or 300, I dare say.
The exact sum.
That tree out there, that ought to come down.
Oh, do you think so? You think with that tree in the way, you'll get enough view for your money, eh?
Well, I don't see what you want with a tree.
It shall come down tomorrow.
Oh, don't say I thought it should come down. I know nothing about it.
No?
Nothing to do with me. You do it on your own responsibility.
But you'll allow me to mention your name.
Certainly not. Better leave the tree alone. It's not your tree. You must have spent a deuce a lot on those columns. Now, what do they cost?
Can't tell you offhand, but I know it was the deuce of a lot.
I think so. I should...
The picture gallery lies behind these curtains. Worked by these ropes. This one to open them, and this one to close them. Now, the ropes cost 10 and 6 a yard, including the tassels.
Well, certainly spread yourself here.
You were coming down today? I'm glad.
I nearly didn't, but I couldn't forgo the chance of seeing you.
And now?
I'm glad to. I was lectured all the way down, but it was worth it.
When shall I see you again?
Soon.
Sidney? I want a word with you.
Well?
Have you seen these latest accounts?
Yes, I believe so.
And you realize what you've done?
Yes, I finished your house for you. Here it stands. Beautiful, a work of art. Ready for you to take possession.
And I suppose you're quite satisfied with yourself. Well, I'll tell you what you've done. You've put yourself in Queer Street. And if you don't know it now, you will before you're very much older.
What's the matter? What's all this?
Our young friend has exceeded his instructions again, that's all. Huh? So much the worse for him.
Tomorrow?
There's a storm coming up. Shouldn't we go home?
Yes, we can't take you, I suppose, Mr. Boston, no. Well, then, goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Forsyte. Mr. Forsyte, don't you get caught in any storms, will you?
Thank you, Bilson. We shan't need anything more tonight. You may go to bed.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night.
Where are you going?
To bed?
Haven't spoken a word all evening. You rarely do nowadays. To me. What do you think about? No, don't go. I've been looking up my correspondence with your friend, the Buccaneer. He's made a fool of himself, and he'll have to pay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you soon will. Oh, it's a mere trifle, of course, quite beneath your contempt. A matter of £400.
Are you saying you're going to make him pay that towards this hateful house?
I am.
And you know he's got nothing.
Yes.
Then you're even meaner than I thought.
What is your idea of a wife's duty? I've never known.
Soames, do you remember the day I agreed to marry you? I promised then to do my utmost to be a good and loving wife to you, and I've tried to keep that promise. Oh, my God, Soames, how I've tried.
There's been very little sign of it.
But you made a promise, too. You said that if our marriage weren't a success, you'd let me go. Is it a success?
It would be. If you behaved yourself.
You promised.
I did no such thing.
You swore it, Soames, on your honor. Will you let me go?
How can I? We're married. Oh, now, don't talk such nonsense. Never, do you hear me? Never again. I won't put up with it.
Then you won't let me go.
What on earth would you do with yourself if I did? You got no money.
I could manage somehow.
Once and for all, I will not have you say such things. It's wrong and impossible. So never speak of it again.
Don't you understand? Do you still refuse to believe it? I loathe you, Soames. I loathe the very sight of you.
There you are, push.
Unlock this door. You hear me? Unlock this door. Let me in at once. I insist that you let me in. Irene. Irene?
Who are you? Oh, yes, I remember. You're a Forsyte. I've seen you at the club. Yes, we were introduced after the funeral. Come in.
Thank you. My name's Joe, short for Jolyon.
Ah, yes. The senior branch.
Yes, I suppose so.
And unless I've been misinformed, the ex-prodigal twig.
You could say that.
Well, I say, look here, forget the mess. I'm having my annual clean-up. I've had to sack my cleaning woman.
Was she dishonest?
Oh, on the contrary, no, it was I who was sorely tempted to steal.
Hmm?
Her wages. I'm stony broke.
I see, I understand, I sympathize. I know how it feels.
You? Forsyte knows how it feels.
I assure you.
Well. But then you escaped from them, didn't you?
Yes.
Why? I'm sorry, I shouldn't ask, but...
If ever we get to know each other properly, I'll tell you the whole story.
I'll hold you to that. And now, if you'll excuse me, I simply must get on.
Yes, of course. Let me help you.
Ah, no, you don't know my methods. No, you just, follow me around and talk. You begin by telling me why you came here.
Let me.
Oh, thank you. Well, you didn't come here just to look at a starving architect, now did you? Your father asked you to come.
In a way.
You know, I like him. He's a stuffy old Philistine, but he's honest. I like him.
He'd be gratified to hear it.
Don't you be pompous. It doesn't suit you.
Is the house finished?
Yes.
Is it good?
I'm nearly satisfied.
I congratulate you.
Oh, I don't know.
No? I thought you'd been glad to get a long job off your hands. But I suppose you feel as I feel when I sell a painting. The child has grown up and gone.
Yeah, something's gone out of you and... Yeah, it's gone. I didn't know you painted.
Only watercolors, I'm afraid.
It's a very difficult medium. Great fool of an amateur can paint in oils. You just slap it on, slap it on. If you don't like it, slap some more on. And I've known politicians who can paint quite respectably in oils. Do you paint well?
Oh, I improve. But the hard thing for me is to believe in it.
Well, how can you do it? Work's no good unless you believe in it.
That's exactly what I've always said. You want to know how I manage it? I'll tell you. I'm a Forsyte, so I concentrate. Painting's the only thing I'm fit to do, so I do my damnedest. Always hoping, of course, at the back of my Forsyte mind, that I'll be successful. Sell my paintings well, finish up as president of the Royal Society of Watercolor Artists. The Forsyte, whatever his name may be, is not an uncommon animal.
Oh, how do you recognize him?
By his sense of property. Forsyte, as I see him, is a slave to property. He knows a good thing. He knows a safe thing. And he keeps a firm hold on his property, whether it be houses, money, reputation, or wives.
Yes. Plenty of Forsytes in my profession.
Architects? Oh, yes, plenty. And musicians, painters, writers, clergymen, journalists, business and professional men. The majority of sound, able, 3% respectable citizens are Forsytes.
You should patent the word.
Yes. I should like to lecture on the subject. Well, now you've got it all there, what are you going to do with it?
God knows. Well, what's the message?
It's dangerous to go against the majority. Never let anything carry you away. A house, a painting, a woman.
They tell me you did.
You forget I'm a Forsyte. I hold on. But I wouldn't recommend every man to go my way.
Thanks. It's very kind of you, but you're not the only people who can hold on. And that's my message, in case anyone's interested. And now you really must excuse me. As you can see, I'm busy. Problems to solve, property to dispose of. My regards to your father. Come in. thought you'd come today. No, I knew it.
Did you?
So I've been trying to tidy up.
You're not very good at it, are you?
Well, it's rather one of the many things I do badly.
Who was that man?
Who? Oh, him. Nobody that need concern us.
No.
Is this the day? Is it? At last?
Yes, Philip. Oh, it's been so long, my darling, so
Your
long.
fault, your fault.
Of course my fault, but how should I know?
You knew from the very beginning.
Yes, I knew. No other man but you. No other love. But I had to be sure. Oh, no, not of you, but of myself. And now I am. Completely and utterly sure. All my doubts and indecisions and fears are gone, like a child's bad dream. I never thought it could happen, but it has. I'm deeply in love. Oceans deep. So, kiss me, Philip. And love me. Nothing else in the whole world is of any importance.
And that's their defense. And you'd better read it.
I will. What line are they taking?
But they admit the facts.
Yeah.
But on the question of the letters between us, they raise a point.
Eh?
Well, briefly, they say that to speak of a free hand in the terms of this correspondence is an Irish bull.
Oh, that cat won't jump. Any judge makes short work of that. Have you taken an opinion on it?
Yes, Waterbuck, QC. But he says it's a nice point.
Oh. Able fellow, Waterbuck. Are you briefing him?
Yes.
Oh. I should have thought the case was open and shut, but I can't tell. Waterbuck talks of nice points.
Excuse me,
Perhaps
Father. We'll talk about it later. I have to go. Grabman, do we know who the judge is yet?
Forsyte versus Bassini? Yes, Mr. Soames. Mr. Justice Bentham, I heard this morning. He's a strong judge, stands no nonsense.
All the better.
Well, Soames, the precious house is finished, I hear. But you're not living in it, eh?
Excuse me.
I hear other things, too, and I don't like what I hear.
Excuse me.
Mr. Forsyte free, Gradman?
Yes, I believe so, sir.
I'll go in.
How are you, Julian? Haven't seen you for an age.
2 months.
You've been to Switzerland, they tell me.
What's this I hear about Soames and young Bassini?
Eh? Well, Boston's got himself into a mess. I knew how it'd be. Soames warned him time and time again. Well, he took no notice. Soames lost his patience in the end. You can't blame him.
How much?
Eh?
How much was he over?
Oh, 350. Soames did the right thing. He paid all the bills.
Soames is suing Bassini for the amount. He's a fool.
You've no business to say so. Who brought that fellow into the family, eh? Tell me that. He hasn't got a penny and I'd probably go bankrupt. Soames will probably lose his money and his costs, I shouldn't wonder.
Serve him right. Don't know why he's worried over a few £100. I thought he was a man of property.
Whatever he is, that's not the point. It isn't the money.
I hope you know what you're at. You must manage your own affairs, but if you take my advice, you'll settle out of court. Come to my will.
You will? Are you going to change your arrangement?
My concern, I'm taking it out of your hands.
What?
Yes. And I'm moving the business of my companies away from this firm.
Away from the family?
High time. I need an independent legal advisor. Let me add this, James. I have no use for a lawyer that brings legal actions for the sake of petty revenge.
Oh. Hello. I didn't know you were here.
Hello. How was Switzerland?
Mountainous?
June,
Yes.
don't you think you ought to give up?
Give up? Of course not. Anyway, give up what?
Fighting battles you can't win.
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do, however. No matter.
Not for me to advise you.
With that, I agree.
But I think I'll take a chance, just this once. You're very young, your whole life ahead of you. Can be full and happy. Don't wear yourself out in a hopeless struggle. And it is hopeless, believe me.
I don't believe you. Why should I? What do you know?
Ah, Joe. Thanks for coming. Oh, June, you're not going?
I'm going to see Mrs. Smeech.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll see you for dinner.
Yes, Gran, of course.
Mrs. Smeech, a worn-out old washerwoman with bad legs. Lives in Paddington, one of June's lame ducks. She collects them. What good it does, I can't tell.
She's a warm heart, and a fine hot temper to go with it.
Yeah, takes after your mother. Well, Joe, did you see young Bassini?
Yes, I saw him. He's a strange chap. A little too bohemian for me.
For me, too, by a long chalk.
Still, that's in his nature. Who are we to criticize if it makes him a better artist?
Oh, it's your damn tolerance, Joe. I have no patience with it.
Well, he has his own virtues.
What?
Oh, different from ours, maybe. He's as far removed from me as I am from Uncle James.
And what virtues, may I ask?
A keen intelligence, humor,
Yes.
complete dedication to his work.
Does that make him the right husband for June?
No. The worst possible, disastrous, I'd say. Besides, he's out of love with her.
Did he say so?
No, he never mentioned her name. An odd feeling about that. Almost as if he'd forgotten her existence.
Damn the man. Damn him. How dare he come here and make love to June, steal her affection, and then sneak off without a word?
Because he's obsessed, Father. Totally, completely obsessed with someone else. It's like having an accident, falling under a train. He doesn't know where he is.
That's fanciful. Was she mentioned?
No. I shan't go into details, but it's quite obvious. These two are lovers.
What's to be done, Joe? What's to be done? How can we protect June? It'll all come out, you know. Soames is vindictive. There's legal action coming up.
Does June know about that?
The whole family knows. Talk of Timothy's, confound a lot of them. And the odd thing, when I spoke to June about it, it seemed to brighten her up. So it might do her some good. She'll have some mad scheme in her head, no doubt. But I don't know. I don't know how it's all going to end.
I don't like that blouse. It's a shapeless thing.
Don't touch me.
Where have you been? Tell me at once, where have you been?
In heaven. Out of this house. Holmes, don't. No, kill me if you like, but don't. I'd rather you killed me.
Kill you, what? No, there's no need to kill you. No. Anybody can help you, can't they?
No.
Can't!
No.
Can't!
No.
Well, I can't too!
No.
Oh, my wife! You're my wife!
No!
You're my wife!